So, hi, Holger. Nice to have you here with us at Startup Network. I'm really excited that actually you joined us because from your perspective, I see that you're very enthusiastic about this. So, please share your experience with the Startup Network, with the Unicorn Battles. When did it start? When did it happen? And what is like? What were your like? What is your experience?
Yeah, so thanks, Maria, for having me here. Indeed, I'm quite excited because I got some very good feedbacks and some business opportunities I would like to talk to you about.
Yeah,
Maybe
please.
before that, you should understand, I have two companies. One is in the blockchain area and the other is in the AI area. And I've been spending the whole year looking for investors approaching accelerator programs, not too successfully, to be honest, until I was invited with both companies to pitch at your unicorn battles. In the AI unicorn battle with my company RealRate, and in the fintech unicorn battle with the other startup DigiOptions. And that was a nice experience in itself. But what was even nicer, just after I had the AI pitch with RealRate, some hours later, I got an email being accepted with RealRate for Startup Bootcamp Amsterdam in the next year's fintech cohort. So
Really?
that was great news, and I told them I will pitch, and they told me they will have a look on it. So I got the feeling it really helped a lot.
This is awesome. I'll tell you, all the time, I'm really glad when I hear such kind of stories because, for example, when the project is promising, it's really interesting when it got the opportunity to grow further and to like become bigger company in your case. Can you tell us what was the participation when you were preparing for the unicorn battles? Where did you feel like worried while pitching, or how was it go? And how did you overcome your maybe fears or anything like connected with the pitching event? Must be exciting, but at the same time, like maybe really worrying thing.
Of course, it's quite exciting. I wasn't too worried. I do pitching a lot. So in our teams, I have teams with my brothers. They are a very good team. They are the tech guys, I'm the finance guy, and it's my job to do the pitching. So that was not a real problem. But to be honest, pitching at your scale is even on a higher level with high competitors, very good pitches, and it was totally across Europe. Normally, I'm just pitching for German investors, for example. So that made quite a difference, yes.
Can you tell that in this case, it's very good opportunity when you have the ability to pitch, as you mentioned, in front of investors from very different countries?
That was great, and not even many different countries, but really a lot of potentially interested investors. Sometimes I've seen pitch events with 10 companies and 2 investors, which is nice too, but at that time we had 15, 20 potential investors, so that's a lot. And maybe to continue the story with RealRate, just while pitching, I got a chat message by Gary Fowler. He's one of the founders of GSD Venture Labs from the US. And he was recommended to me before the pitching by your colleague Marina. So I was quite aware of him. And so he chatted to me and asked me I should call him afterwards. And indeed, just 1 week later, we signed the agreement. We also joined a second accelerator program, especially designed for the US and especially designed for artificial intelligence. So I think that's a perfect result you can get out of a pitch, isn't it?
Definitely. I actually wanted to congratulate you on this because in this case, honestly, it's another exciting story, to be honest. I didn't know it like before you told me that.
No, it's just too new, this news.
Oh, this is awesome. Holger, can you tell us like do you think that there should be like more such a kind of pitch events where like during the year where you will have the opportunity to showcase your startup?
Definitely yes, and there's one main reason. A long time ago, when I started my first company, that was in 1998, so more than 20 years ago. That was before
Yeah.
the first internet boom. So I saw it all. I saw the boom and I saw the bubble burst. At that time, there was a different approach. You had to approach the venture capitalists by yourself. And now it's a bit different. We have a lot more opportunities, more funds, even in Europe and in Germany, where I am located. But before they invest, they have a pre-stage, which is an incubation stage, an accelerator stage. So they would like to test you over 6 months and would like to see, is the team working, is everything fine, will they hold to their promises or not? And afterwards, you can really go in and asking for venture capital. So my opinion is having these programs first is nice. And the very first step to go there is having pitches.
Understood. Did you like, for example, like as you mentioned, like starting like 20 almost years ago and right now, and this is like, as you mentioned, there are more opportunities. Did you like, for example, felt that in this case also the quality of startups is changing because the ability for them like to grow is also changing?
Both is. At that time when I founded my first company, that was in the internet boom, there weren't many companies, and if you were good or not, you really got your chance. So it was totally new. Now we have the difference. We have quite an evolved internet and AI and blockchain. And once there's a good idea, there are 20 startups jumping on it at the same time. So there's much more competition, but much more possibilities to connect. At that time, there was one business plan opportunity in Berlin at all. And now if I look, there's every week one event I could pitch and explain my business model. So that's totally different by now.
Actually, why I'm asking this, because like with this year, we can also see like the rise of new technologies, as you mentioned, like the boom of AI, blockchain, of course, which didn't exist at that time. And honestly, for me, it's all the time very interesting to listen and to hear the stories between the stories of the companies which actually created or interesting blockchain products. It's not, and which is not about the hype of blockchain. The blockchain notion, but it's really offering interesting solutions using blockchain technology. And the other hand is actually AI, as in your case. Can you tell us, like in this case, these are like two different projects. One is AI, the other is blockchain, or is there some of kind of synergy between AI and blockchain here?
Totally different.
Because sometimes like you're using this and it is becoming like something new. Tell us a bit, Holger, are you expecting, like, for example, as a participant, but now as a guest for the new Unicorn Cup? Or for example, if you would have additional startup, like the third one, would you go to pitch at our events as well?
So I think timing is very important if you are a startup founder. So we founded DigiOptions, which you could see here. 4 years ago, we started with that project that was on the top of the blockchain hype. Also, some years ago, I started with RealRate. We create ratings, company ratings based on artificial intelligence. And at that time, I didn't expect that AI would become such a hot topic. So in that special case, again, it was very good timing. Of course, when choosing a business idea, don't choose it just what is hyped. You should know something about it. There should be a market and you should love it. But if you have luck and it is the right timing, that's perfect. And you need to be a bit flexible because you won't be able to scale up a company without even an angel investor, at least. So you have to convince them, and they are looking unfortunately, they are surfing the wave and surfing the hypes too much, from my opinion, but that's how it is, and you have to accept that.
Tell us, Holger, are you will you be watching our Unicorn Cup finals?
I will be participating, so that's even more.
Oh, awesome! By the way, this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because honestly, I thought that you participated in the previous season. That's why in this case.
No.
Oh, tell us more. How are you in this case? Let me ask you in a different way the question. How are you preparing for the Unicorn Cup finals? And I'll see you there.
Yeah. So since we got the accelerator programs, the first steps is to redesign your pitches, your marketing material, and even your business model. But we're starting with the pitch topics first. So I will have probably a different pitch, and hopefully I will be able to tell a story. That's what I learned. Really telling a nice story. You know, all the German guys like me, they are quite strict and just giving figures. But next time I will provide more like a story, hopefully.
Thank you so much. How are you excited waiting for the Unicorn Cup finals? How much are you?
It's a great opportunity. It's the very first time I attend in a really global event. There are two pitches, one for the Americas and one for the Asias. So it really is a global event. I'm looking forward. And my personal goal is to have another contact for a potential angel investor, because I would like to scale up DigiOptions and RealRate. I will be pitching for RealRate in the AI area. I would like to have some seed investment now in order to be faster than just doing it with my brother and some freelancers.
Thank you so much, Holger. Actually, I was really excited to listen to your feedback because honestly, it inspires, and I think it provides even like more fuel to our enthusiasm to make the event better. And we definitely were waiting for it. Thank you so much. And as I mentioned previously, we'll also send you before we'll publish our recording so you can see it.